I'm back on the henna testing today and I'm going to test another blonde henna. Now this blonde henna is a game changer, especially from the last one. The last one was the powder type with all the seeds and what in. I got in a mess, I got in a pickle. Now this one is a pre-done, pre-mixed tube, a 60ml tube that you literally just open the tube, slap it on your hair. So what I'm hoping for today is for the ends to match the top a little bit more. So let me show you the product. Let's head up to the bathroom. So of course it's just gone really dark all of a sudden. So I've got the bathroom light on. The walls are still the landlord's Magnolia Dream. So it's coming off more yellow in this light. That's why I showed you it downstairs. So the game-changing henna of choice is Reflex Henna Cream from Naturtint. Naturtint has been in Holland and Barrett forever as like a more natural hair dye. But this is new to me. This pre-mixed henna cream, oh, what a dream. Blonde henna is limited in shades. I did the one before which was a 9 and it did absolutely nothing. This one's a 7, which is actually darker than what I have right now. It's 7.0 hazelnut blonde. So we're going from a 10. It's not going to do much on my roots, but that's not what we're going for. We're going to blend this 10 bleached brassy blonde into the roots. So we're going to go darker. It really looks green on that photo. Let's hope it's not going to turn out green. Because my hair is really thick, usually with traditional box dye, I am a 3/4 box kind of gal. A traditional box dye will give you around 100ml in both cream and developer. This is 60ml. All of these boxes contain this one tube of one colour, and then this is a mask, a hair mask for after. My 3 boxes have turned into 5 boxes of this dye. We have enough. I hope so. Let's stop chatting and head into it. Now the instructions say, when she finds the English ones, the instructions say henna cream that gently covers and blends finer grey hairs. We have some of those, lasting up to 12 washes. So this is a semi-permanent, it's not a permanent. Enhances your natural colour without the commitment of permanent colour change. Added henna helps condition and strengthen hair, plus maintain scalp health. Box also contains the quinoa mask. Wash your hair with a natural pH shampoo. I don't have a natural shampoo. I used my L'Oreal Elvive purple one, hyaluronic one. No conditioner. It says lightly dry hair. Now, obviously, me being me didn't read these instructions and went away with the hairdryer. So probably 90% dry hair. Keep that in mind if you want to try. So it's lightly dry hair and comb before application. Protect shoulders with a towel to prevent staining of clothes. We have an old Crash Bandicoot t-shirt here. First apply it to the roots. I'm not going to do that because this isn't going to touch my roots, but if you have lighter roots, I would recommend following these instructions and putting it on the roots first. Leave to develop for 30 minutes or 45 minutes if you have stubborn grey. So I'm going to do the 45 minutes because obviously this is light and we do have grey hairs. Let's get cracking. I am incredibly hyped at the concept that I don't have to mix anything for this product. We're just going to crack that bottle open and whack it on. My little sausage fingers, little sticky sausage fingers, because it's very humid today. I wonder how long I take before I rip off these gloves in frustration. The feel of it not going on my hands properly, it drives me insane. So this is what we're working with. A lot of hair. So I'm just going to act like I was doing a half up, half down hairstyle. I'm working with this bit first. Let's go. Just quickly before I start as well, I just want to go through the colours that they do. So we've got black, obviously, dark chestnut brown, light chestnut brown, mahogany, which is bright red, and this hazelnut blonde. So obviously not many shades to choose from. There never is with henna. 95.5% naturally derived ingredients. Henna, well known for its colouring properties, is also beneficial for hair condition. It provides strength, softness and shine. What is wrong with me today? Oh, that's a good nozzle. There's our consistency. Now I have my hair in half, split into 4s. I'm going to start running it through like that. This is exactly how I put colour on my hair for any brand. And obviously there's no chemical smell. I'm not going to end up crying by the end of this. My eyeballs are very sensitive usually to the ammonia that's in standard dyes. There's one section, on to the next. Being mindful of the fact that this is a metal tube and not a plastic one, which is great. A lot of product can get stuck at the top, so I'm making sure that I get that down before it gets stuck in like the creases. Same concept, just running it through slowly. Once that's distributed, do a little bit more, then we can get a bit more rough with it. Take these two sections and give them a rub together, and that is the process that I repeat around my head. So now I have that whole bottom section done. I'm about a tube and a half in, which is great. I'm just gonna grab a dollop and make sure that that middle bit there, because I'm pulling it to the side, so I'm probably missing this section. Pulling this all together and running it through and take down this section. That's a look, isn't it? That's a good size to go with, and then I'll half that again. There we go. Crinkled to within an inch of its life. Kind of hurts your fingers as well, trying to get it all out. Chuck it round the back and on to the next, and I'll see you when we're done. So that's on there, and I've probably got like a third of a tube left. So I'm just gonna make sure that everything is saturated all the way through. Honestly, it smells so nice. Giving it a good scrunch. The good thing about buying 5 boxes is I now have 5 tubes of that conditioner, so that will last me a while. So as you can see, it looks fairly dark on the hair. It's a nice thick formula as well, like I said, so there's no splats on the walls. I am happy with that. Smooth it all together, twist it together, keep it nice and moist so it's not drying out. Oh, it's not. My hair's not as long as it used to be, so I can't like tie it in a knot on top of my head. Squish it, squish it, squash it. Looking like a big condom. Flatten that down, get the air out, make sure it's pressed to the hair so it doesn't dry out. And this is how we're going to look for the next 45 minutes, so let's set a timer. And I'll see you when it's time to wash it out. We've had 45 minutes, still nice and soggy. Says to shampoo with a light pH shampoo on the instructions, but I don't have one, so I'm not going to shampoo it. I'm just going to go like a regular hair dye and rinse it off till the water's clear, and then use the quinoa conditioner that came with it. Very exciting. I think we might be a shade or two darker. See if we can get some more of a uniform colour to the roots so it's not so garish. That's all we want out of this. I'm not expecting miracles, and obviously it's a semi-permanent, so let's rinse. My roots are darker than they were before, which I'm surprised about, and it's grabbed right there more, which is weird because that was all natural hair. So for it to grab on like half of the natural and not the top is a bit strange. But let's head outside and try and catch the sun coming out the clouds and see what it's like, because it's looking darker on here than it actually does in real life. Here we go, in the natural light. Sun's coming out here and there. Definitely still on the blonde scale. I think it's actually quite true to the colour that was on the box. It's definitely more uniform, especially in the light. The sun's picking out the lightness of my roots. I don't actually mind that, you know. This would definitely be a contender to chuck on my hair like every 2 months. No, I don't mind that. It's definitely done something, which is more than what we could say for the one that I did last year. But I don't mind that. Let me know what you think in the comments. It's definitely more of a success than last year's henna. Mousy hair looks different in every single light, so I guess that's going to be my life now. My roots were like that anyway. They always look different in different lights, natural light, colours of the walls, everything. Show you some different rooms in different lightings, see what it looks like in all these different spaces. And it's going to look different in every single room. We definitely have a before and after this time. We didn't have that this time last year. There was no after to the before, but we have one now. This is one of the brightest rooms in the house, on the front of the house. It is the next morning. I've had like 18 hours to live with it, let it breathe. It could do with the straighteners running through it, but I cannot be arsed to straighten my hair this morning for work. I'm gonna see how it washes out, because it will, because it's a semi-permanent, and I've also got bleach underneath it, and I can put a black box dye over bleach blonde hair, and within a month or two it's back and faded. This is actually pretty consistent with how my hair does fade. This is kind of like the end transition of that. So I am used to this kind of colour, but I'm finding it a bit dull. Let's head outside for another look in the daylight. It is a miserable ass day today. We've had glorious weather and now it's gonna piss it down all week. So there is no sun. I think it's a really nice colour in the sun. We do have consistency from root to the end, apart from this dark band. It's definitely a contender for me in the sense that it's got less harmful chemicals in. I feel like if I'd have got a Auburn colour off the shelves in Boots or Superdrug, I feel like I would have some lustre and some shine, and this is lacking that. It is very dull. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 5. Let me know in the comments what you think. What are your opinions? I had some very strong opinions on my last henna and it didn't even do anything. My last henna video, the results were non-existent. So I'm interested to see what you guys think about this end result. Would you try this product? Are you like me? Are you drawn to it because of its more natural properties and the fact it's got a hell of a lot less toxic chemicals in than the bog standard box dye? Who knows if I'll dip my toes into the world of henna again. If a new product catches my eye, I will never say no to trying something more natural. I actually want to try the Naturtint other colours, like the standard dyes that they do that hasn't got the henna inside, the henna included. The ones that I mentioned earlier that have been in like Holland and Barrett for years. This is where I got these dyes from, by the way. They're on Amazon, but in the UK they are predominantly in Holland and Barrett. So thank you for watching, everyone. If you haven't seen my last henna video, I've already said the results are non-existent, but the mixing process and everything of it is as should be, so that's always interesting to see. So that will be linked at the end of this video. Let me know, like I said, in the comments what you think. If you think I could have done anything differently. I am pretty new to the world of henna. Constructive criticism is always welcomed down in the comments, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.